Hello and welcome to this Warframe video. I am Oni, and today's video is a bit of a proof of concept for a melee Banshee build, to prove that while it's probably a stupid idea, it is possible. This video is also a follow-up on my previous one. The entire reason I was looking into Seismic Palm and its ability to get counter-attack finishes was due to the Savage Silence mod for Banshee, which massively increases finisher damage. I'll go over the build in more detail in a later video when I put in the Forma to complete it, but the basic idea is to use Narrow-Minded to reduce the range of silence so that it only stuns enemies close to me, Savage Silence to increase finisher damage, and everything else is basically just there to keep me alive. The weapon I'm using is the same Anchoros I was using in my last video, but it's at rank 30 now and has appropriate damage mods in it. As for playing the build, you essentially run into the crowd to stun them with silence, get 1 or 2 stealth kills, then either run to another enemy or use Sonic Boom to push enemies out of silence range, or just go for a Seismic Palm combo. You see how I knocked those enemies out of silence range just then? So I could go take care of that other guy and then come back and stun them again. The Wikia in several videos have said that an enemy can only get stunned once per cast, but this is false. I don't know if it's just misinformation or if it's something that got patched out later, but as of right now, you can stun them over and over again if you really wanted to. I also suspect that if for some reason you don't get the finisher, enemies are vulnerable to stealth damage multipliers while they're stunned. I'm not entirely sure about this, but it seems to kill tough enemies like bombards, like that, really quickly. A lot quicker than it should.
Caution. I am picking up traces of Prosecutor shield auras in your vicinity. Prosecutor eliminated. Watch out for more.
I am also using Prime Continuity in this build, just because it has the polarity for it, but I'll be swapping that for a primed flow. I can put some more Forma in. I've also got Steel Charge on at the moment, but I'll probably be swapping that for Energy Siphon. The reason for that being to allow the use of more channeled attacks. Weird perspective changes on the finisher attacks. Just want to draw your attention here that you can survive going into crowds like that because those finisher attacks, during the animation you're invincible. So there, you can get the counterattack from the Seismic Palm combo if for some reason you don't get the stealth. You don't get the stealth attack from silence. That took a bit longer than it should. see me, I dashed past those enemies so that I could stun them, and then take care of that other guy, and then come back and stun them again. Once again showing that you can, in fact, stun an enemy more than once with silence. Just gonna show that guardrail who's boss. He survived. Stay down. I use sonar here to try and get some idea of how many enemies I might face behind the door. Although, narrow-minded, the range isn't very good on it. Don't know if you saw, but that last guy got stunned twice. Just sort of looked like one really long stun. My narrow-minded isn't fully ranked up either, so that whole dashing past them and then coming back to stun them again, that should work better when I get the last few ranks. I think that's about all I got to say on this subject.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security.
And there's only one more enemy. So yeah,
There is a large platoon.
proof of concept, just to show that this idea is possible. Maybe not the greatest idea, but it's good enough for Ceres. It's probably good enough for
Let's get out of here.
non-endless T4. I've always sort of tried Pluto. It was fine on Pluto. A lot easier than Ceres.
Another job well
That's it. Thanks for watching, guys.